Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel the CMS guys. So today in this video we are going to create this landing page which you are seeing on your screen. So now let me show you a demo of this landing page. So here you can see that this website is completely a single page website, and whenever I am clicking on this features, then it's taking me to this feature section, and whenever I will click on this testimonial, then it will take me to the testimonial section. Similarly, when I will click on this FAQ, then here you can see that it is taking me to this FAQ section. So today we are going to create this landing page, and you can also check it out that this is completely mobile friendly also. So here you can see that this website is completely mobile friendly also. So now let me tell you one more thing about it. All the images which used over here, you can find link in the description where you can download all the images which we have used over here. So let's start creating this website.
So we are on the Namecheap hosting page, and I have been using this Namecheap for 3 years now and not faced any issue till date. All my websites which we have created for our tutorial purpose or anything, every websites, all my websites are hosting on this Namecheap only. I recommend you to use this same as it is very easy to use and configure, and also cheaper than other providers. You can check other providers price and you will definitely see that this Namecheap hosting provider is very much cheap. There are three plans here. You can see that I personally use this Stellar business plan as it suits my requirements, but if you are starting out, I recommend you to use you can purchase this Stellar Plus plan. It is more than enough for most use cases. It comes with an unmetered SSD, auto backup, and unlimited websites. Auto backup saves you from unnecessary hassles, and unlimited websites are also a great offering. It also gives you a SSL protection, which makes your website doesn't show up as potential threat to any user, and also gives you a domain name for free. There are some more benefits like unlimited bandwidth, privacy protection, etc., that you get with all Namecheap hosting. So you can, if you will purchase any of this hosting, you will get that privacy protection and all. So here you can see that you have an option of selecting a data center. So you must select your data center near your country, and here on this top right corner, here you can see that all the price are in dollar. If you want to change the currency, here you can select this USD, and here you can change it. So let me change it to Indian rupee as I am from India. Then let's select the Stellar Plus plan. Now it takes you to let me click on this get started. After that, when you will select this Stellar Plus plan, now here you can see that it is asking you about the domain name. This is a free domain name you will get, so enter any domain name you wish to purchase in this box below, and then select the domain name and click to connect to hosting. So here if you have an existing domain name, then also you can click on this existing domain name. So after that, here if you will type a domain name, let me type a demo domain name. Let me do one thing. I will do these CMS guys. So here you can see that all these domain names are of free of cost. This, and after that, when here you have to click this connect to hosting. After clicking on this connect to hosting, here you can, and then click on this add to cart. So here you can see that when we have done this add to cart option, here we have this domain 1 year subscription, the price become zero. And then domain privacy, we are getting 1 year subscription, and domain registration, if you want to increase, then also you can increase your domain registration, and if you want, you can enable the this auto renew feature. And now let us confirm our order. After verifying the domain, you can click on this confirm order to confirm this. And when you will click on this confirm order, So now on the next page here you can see that it asking you about this login credential. If you don't have any account, then you can create an account, and if you have account, then you can log in it from here. So I already have an account, so I will use that here. So let's sign in now. So let me enter my username and password. After entering the username and password, let me click on this sign in and continue. And then here you can see that it is asking about this payment method. So here you can use any of this payment method. Here you can use this card details, or if you want to use this PayPal or anything, so you can choose any of this payment method you like, and you can continue confirm your order. Once more you have to click on this continue, and then after that you have to click on this pay now to confirm the order. Once the payment is completed, you will be redirect to the dashboard. So let me show you the dashboard. So you will be redirect to this dashboard, and where you can manage your domain and hosting from here. So here, and as we have got the hosting and domain, so our next step is to set up the WordPress. So from this dashboard you can click on this. Here you can see, when you will hover over this, you can get this go to cPanel. So from here you can it will be redirect you to the cPanel. After then click on we have to install the WordPress. So first now to install WordPress, we have to scroll down to bottom, and or you can also getting this search option. Here you can search for WordPress, and then here you can see that WordPress manager by Softaculous. We have to use this one. You can click on this, and here you have to choose the domain name where you have to where you want to install. So for that let me first of all let me install the WordPress on my domain name. So for it, what I will do, we have to filling the WordPress details and all. First of all, click on this install, and then here we have to search for. So here you can see that this is my domain name where I want to install. So here I have selected this the cmsguys.in, and then here we have to fill our site name and then site description. So site name is basically our site title. So here I will give it the name, the cms. Let me give it cms guys. After that here in this description I will be give our company tagline, which is spreading the knowledge. So let me give it. Then we have to choose the username and password. Then we have to choose this. So let me give it a username. So here I will give it the same as guys, and you can use random password, or you can give any password also, or you can use any of this password, or you can also use random password generator to generate passwords for you. After that here we have to fill this admin email address. So here I will going to give my email address. So let me give it. And then here you can skip the theme installation. Here you can no need to select. We will select our own theme, and finally here we have to click on this install button. So our WordPress, you can find that within a few minutes our WordPress installed successfully. So let's wait for it. Then we will get one message for our WordPress. And so here you can see that congratulations message is here, and then the here you can see that the software was installed successfully. So now we will start creating and customizing our website. For that we need to go to the dashboard. So here you can see this, the administrative URL is basically the dashboard URL for the WordPress. So you can let me open our website first. So here you can see that this is the cmsguys.in where we have installed the WordPress, and this is how it's going to look like, because it is the default theme is activated now. So if you want to go to this dashboards, and then you have to just here after your website name you have to put a slash and then wp hyphen admin, and then here you will be redirect to your dashboard login panel. And here also you can find this administrative URL, the same URL. It will be also redirect to you to the dashboard of this here dashboard of the WordPress. So here you can see that after that we have to enter this username and password which for which so here you have to enter your username and password, and then entering this you will be see this dashboard. So let me show you again. So here you can see that this is how the WordPress dashboard is going to look like.
website. So basically here let me open the website and a new tab. So here you can see that this is the website and this is the dashboard of the website. So basically at first the first main thing what you have to do is you have to clean all the junk things. Basically here whenever you will hover over this post and click on all posts, here you will find there is a one hello world post. Basically you have to delete all these posts, and whenever you will hover over these pages and click on all pages, here you will find there are two demo pages. So basically you have to clean all this. Simply select all the pages, and under bulk action you have to select move to trash and click on apply. After that here hover over this appearance and click on themes. So basically here you can see that there are three pre-installed theme. So whenever suppose I want to activate this 2017 theme, simply I will click on activate, and whenever I will refresh my page, and here you can see the 2017 theme is activated. So in this way themes are being activated. So before that you can simply hover over this plugins and click on install plugin, and here you can see that there is no plugins currently available. If there is pre-installed plugin on your WordPress website, then you can delete those plugin also. So now what I will do, simply hover over this appearance and click on themes. So the main part to create this website is, first of all we have to install the theme. So basically you can see that there are three pre-installed themes, so we are not going to use this theme. So basically what I will do now, I will click on add new, and here in this search theme I will search for Ocean WP. So we are going to use Ocean WP theme to create our website. So here you can see that when I type this Ocean WP, so we are going to create this we are going to use this Ocean WP theme. Simply click on install to install this theme. So now let's wait for the theme to get installed. So now here you can see that this theme is installed. So now to activate this theme, we have to click on activate. Simply click on activate, and this theme will be activated. So let's wait for the theme to get activated. So here you can see that Ocean WP theme is activated. So basically now what we have to do is that we have to delete other theme, because we are not going to use these themes. So simply click on this theme details, and here you will find this delete option. Click on delete and then select OK. Similarly I will delete other two themes also. So let's wait for it. So here you can see that I have deleted other themes also. After that we have to install the plugin. So here you can see that this theme recommends the following plugin. So simply you can install some plugins from here also. Simply click on this begin installing plugin. After that here you can see that it is telling us to install this Ocean Extra. So we have to install this Ocean Extra. Simply click on install to install this Ocean Extra plugin. So here you can see that this plugin is installed. So whenever I will do hover over this plugin and click on install plugin, and let's see what are the plugins we have there. So basically here you can see that Ocean Extra theme Ocean Extra plugin is already installed and activated. So now we have to activate other themes. So first of all we simply click on this add new to install the plugin. So now basically first we have to search for Elementor here, because Elementor page builder we are going to use. So let me first search here for Elementor. And whenever you will type Elementor here, you can see that lot of option coming. So first of all let me tell you one by one which one to install. So here first of all you have to install this Elementor website builder. by elementor.com. Then you have to install this essential add-ons for Elementor by WP Developer. After that, you have to install this essential kit Elementor add-on by WP Met. And then you have to install this one, sticky header effects for Elementor by R Wagner. Simply click on install now. So now let's wait for these themes, these plugins to get installed. Let me check if there any other plugin remain to install. So let's wait for these plugins to install. After that, I will tell you what are the other plugin we need to install. So now here you can see that this Elementor website builder is installed, and then essential add-ons is also installed, Elements Kit Lite is also installed, and this sticky header effects for Elementor is also installed. So now only one more plugin is left, that is Contact Form 7. So let's search for here Contact Form 7, and then here you can see that this contact form 7 by Takayuki Miyoshi, we are going to use this one. So now simply click on install now, and then we will activate all the themes together. So let's wait for this contact form 7 plugin to install. After that, we will activate all the plugins together. So now here you can see that this contact form 7 plugin is also installed. So now simply click on this install plugin, and uh, so now here you can see that all this plugin which we were installed, we are getting all the name. So simply we can select all those plugin, and under the bulk action we can select this activate. So here you can see that Ocean Extra is already activated, so you can untick this one. After that, simply click on apply, and then within a single click you will see that all those plugins will be activated. So let's wait for the plugins to activate. So here you can see that the all those plugins were activated. So what I will do now, so here you can see that welcome to Ocean WP. If you want to run this setup wizard, it is not necessary, you can click on this skip setup. After that you can close all this. So here you can see that it is asking for purchasing this one, so simply click on no thanks, and then you can dismiss this one also. And you can also dismiss this one, and here you can see that it is also telling us to purchasing this, simply cross this one. So now here you can see that we have already installed all the plugins and all the required plugins and the theme which we want to create. So now let's start creating our website. To start creating a website, we have to first create a page. So basically, simply now hover over these pages and click on all pages. So here you can see that there is no page found. So first we have to create a page. So to create a page, simply click on add new. After that, here you have to add the title. So let me add the title of the page home, and then here let me click on publish. So here you can see that page published, and let me open the page in a new tab. So here you can see that I have opened the page, and here you can see that we have this title bar over here, and then we have this sidebar also over here. So to delete this title bar and sidebars, you can see that this Ocean WP setting is here. So first of all, here what you can do, here you can see this padding. You can disable this padding, and then content layout, you can make it full width, and then sidebar also, you can select this no sidebar. Or suppose it will be the, if you will select the sidebar default and content layout to full width, then there will be no sidebar. So now let me show you, let me update this one, and whenever I will refresh this home page, so here you can see that that sidebar part is gone. So now we have to delete this title bar over here. So simply click on this title here, and then here you can see the display page title, disable this one, and now click on update. After that, whenever I will refresh the page, so here you can see that this one is completely blank. So now let's start creating this page. So first of all, here you can see that to create this page, we have to edit, click on this edit with Elementor. So after clicking on this edit with Elementor, here you can see that this Elementor page builder is getting loaded. After that, we will start creating this. So first of all, this is the first section of the website, and here you can see that we have two column over here. On the right hand side, we have to add an image, and on the left hand side, we have some text. So as I have already told you that I will provide all those images which were used over here. So let us start creating this website. So first of all, click on this plus icon to add a section, and here you can see that we need two columns, so you can select a section with two column. So here you can see that we got two column, and one section is already created. So first of all, simply click on this nine dots, and here you can see that this image, simply drag it on the right hand side of the column. So we have to add the image on the right hand side. So now let me upload all the images which I have already told you that you will get the link in the description of a file where you will find all the images which we were used over here. So here you can see that I have uploaded all the images which we are going to use to create this website. So basically this is the phone image which is there. So simply click on insert media, and here you can see that on the right hand side we got the phone. So now let us start creating this left column. So here you can see that we have some text over here. Let me copy the text. So again, I will click on these nine dot, and here I will simply drag this heading on the left hand side. And here in this title part, I will simply paste the title over here. So now here you can see that this text is in white color. So now I am not going to change the text color to white. Simply go to the style, and here you can see that I am leaving the text color default, because whenever I will add the background image, after that I will change the text color to white. So now simply click on this typography, and let's change the typography of the web. So here instead of you can select a default typography for all those things. Let me show you that option. So basically here, whenever you will select this setting over here, after that here you are getting this style, and here you can see this body style, and from advanced you can add css over here. And then here you can see that there are different types of options present over here. So let me show you that setting over here. So to edit this, let's change the typography first. Here I will select the font family to Barlow. After that, here I will select the size to 16, and then weight, let me give it 500, and then line height I will select 72 pixel. After that, here you can see that we have an option of this email address and then the sign up button. So to create this email address and sign up button, we need to add the following options. So first of all, simply click on this nine dot again. After that, here search for MailChimp. So here you can find this different types of options. So you have to select this MailChimp by Elements Kit. Simply drag it here. After that, here you can see that select list. Suppose if you integrate your MailChimp through WordPress, then you can all the list which you were present on your Mailchimp account, you can find the list over here. Then whenever someone will enter the email address here, then it will be automatically added to your list. So now here I am not showing you all those things. Let me show you how we can create this section. So here you can find this enter email address on the placeholder. So now here I will simply type enter. Sorry, I am typing in the label. So here you can find this placeholder. Simply type here enter email address. So here, after that, here you can see that we don't have any icon. That's why let me delete the icon from here also. And here after that, here you can see that in this sign up also there is no icon. So here you can see that I have deleted that icon also. So after, let's go to the style and customize the thing. So now here you can see that we have to select this typography. So font family, again I will select Barlow. After that, size I will select 16, and here weight you can select, give it a 500, and line height, let me give it 23 pixel. And then here you can see that color, so we don't need background color, that's why I have deleted that color. And then let's go to the input. So here in this input also, typography I will make the same font family to Barlow, and then size I will give it 16 pixel, and weight let me give it 500, and line height also I will give it 23 pixel. And then here you can see that border type. So first of all, let me select a solid border type, and here I will unlink this, and here I will give only width 2 to the bottom. So here you can see that we have border only at the bottom, that's why here I have given that 2 to the bottom only. After that, let me click on update. So after that, here you can see that this is the padding. So here you can make the padding to 0 because we don't need any padding. After that, margin right, you can adjust it. So let me give a margin right of 25. And then here you can see that this is the font size. Here also you can adjust the font size to 16. And then here you can see that this is the placeholder color is in black color, but here we have a grayish color, so you can also give that grayish color. So here you can see that I have used five the 6 times 5, that grayish color is also come over here. After that, let's go to customize this button. So here you can see that here for button also we have to change the typography. So font family, again I will select Barlow, and size I will give 15 pixel. After that, I don't want to change this border radius, that's why I am keeping this border radius default. And here you can see that when I'm hovering over it, that there is a different color coming over here, but here there is no color. So we will customize that one. So here you can see that padding, so let me reduce some padding from here. I will give 8, 15 right, and 15 left. So after that, here you can see that this is the color option over here. So basically the text is in white color, we have to change the background color of it. So let me select that color. So here you can see that I have used this color FS742B. And on this hover part also, by default we can give that color FS742B, so that whenever we will hover over it, you can see that that color is not changing. So after that, here again you can see that we have some text over here. So let me copy this text again, and what I will do, again I will click on this 9 dot, and here I will simply drag the heading under this email option, and here I, in the title part, let me paste the text. So now we have to customize it. So to customize the text, again go to the style, and here the color which we have used on the text is 8E939F. After that, go to the typography option, and here font family, again select that Barlow, and size give it 16 pixel, and then weight you can select 500 according to you. And then here you can see that line height, let me give it 30 pixel, and click on update. So here after that, here you can see that again we have a text over here, get the app. So what I can do, I can simply copy this text from here, and then here you can see that the size of this text, this 14 days free trial text and this get the app text is same. So what I can do, I can duplicate this same text from here, and then I can paste the text get the app, and here I will go to the style option, and here I can change the text color to white. So now here you can see that when I have changed the text color to white, it is not showing. That's why, because we have not added that background image over here. So first of all, let's add the background image. So to add the background image, we have to go to this section setting, by clicking on this six dot. After that, here you can see that this is this for this style option, and then this background type, select this classic, and here you can select the image. So this one is the image. Simply click on insert media, and there it is. So here you can see that that image is added. So what we have to do, just go to the layout and here make it stretch section. After that, go to the style option and here position, make it center, and attachment, make it fixed, so that whenever you will scroll, you can see that effect, and here also we have the same effect. After that, what we have to do, repeat, select no repeat, and size, make it cover. Or you can select this content will be not good one, so you can select this one cover, and then click on update. So here you can see that we have added that background image also. So now what we can do is that we can change the text color. So you can make the text color to white, this text, and then get the app text also, you can make the color to white, and then click on update. So now, here you can see that these text are in middle of the image. So what we can do, first of all, let me add these two images also. So basically, to add these images, again I will click on this nine dot, and here I will simply drag this inner section. And here you can see that these are basically the two images only. So for this, again what I can do, again I will click on this nine dot, and I can simply drag image on the left hand side. And here let me select this Play Store option, and then here I will make this alignment to left. And then what I will do, again I will go to this nine dot and simply drag the image on the right hand side. And then again I will select this Apple Store and click on insert media, and I will make the alignment to left. So now here you can see that we have created, almost created this section. So what are the changes is necessary now? Here you can see that we have to go to this edit column option, and here vertical alignment you can make it middle, or suppose if you want to make it bottom also you can make. But here you can see that it is middle, that's why let me select it to middle, and then click on update. So now here you can see that there is a huge gap between the this image and this top, because there is a padding added over here. But now I am not adding the padding, because at the final, when we have completed this complete website, after that I am going to add the padding. So after the first section, you can see that this is the second section, and there is nothing in this second section. So basically, we have some images over here. So what we can do here, again we can click on this plus icon to add a section, and in this time we are going to add a single column section. And here you can see that these are the images only. To add these images, simply click on this nine dot, and here you can search for basic gallery. So here you can simply use this basic gallery, drag it here to the section, and here let me add those images. So here you can see that these are only the logos. Simply click on insert gallery, and here you can see that those images were added. After that, here you can see that we have a six number of images. So for this, what I can do, let me make the column to six. After that, here you can see that this image, this compass image is not coming full. So what I can make, here you can see that I can make the image size to full, so that the complete image will be look. After that, here you can see that there is a gap between the images. To create a gap between the images, go to the style option, and here you can see this spacing option is default. So by clicking on this custom, you can add custom spacing between the logos. So here you can increase this custom spacing. So let me make it 40. There it is. So here you can see that there is a gap between the logos. So and let me make it 30 only. 30 will be looks good, I think. So here you can see that 30 is also okay with the gap spacing. So after that, here you can see that whenever I am clicking on this image, it is coming over here. But in our website, there is no clicking option for the image. So how you can do that one? So here in this content section, you can see that link is to media file. If you will select none, then you can see that whenever I am clicking on those images, nothing is coming. After that, here you can see that there is a padding over at the top and bottom. So simply click on this six dot and then go to this advanced section, and here you can add a top 100 and bottom 100 margin, and then click on update. So with this you can see that this second section is also created. So after that second section, you can see that we have a divider over here. So what we can do, simply we can add create a new section, and in this section we can add this divider. So simply click on this nine dots again and search for divider here, and then simply drag this divider, and then we have to change the color of this divider. So here the go to the style, and here you can go to this color, you can change this color. So here you can see that I have used this 6 time e. Let me make a hashtag over here, and then so here you can see that this is the divider is also ready. So here you can see that with this this third section of the website is also completed. So now we have to create the fourth section. So basically you can see that fourth section is the feature section. So now you can see that this is the home page, and when I am clicking on this feature, it is redirect me to this feature section. So now we are going to create this feature section. Basically this feature section has also two column. On the right hand side we have an image, on the left hand side we have some text. So now let's start creating this section. To create this section again, what I can do over here, I can click on this plus icon and create a section. So now again what I will do, again I will click on this nine dot again, and here I will again drag this inner section to it. So basically why I have taken this inner section, I will explain you. Because here you can see that when I am clicking on this feature option, it is redirect coming let here to this feature section directly. So I will tell you how these features work and everything in the later part of this video. So now let's create this section. So to create this section, again I will click on this six dot and simply drag the image to the right side of this inner section, and here let me select that image. So here you can see that this is the image. I will click on insert media. So on the right hand side we have a image, on the left hand side we have to add the text. So what I will do, I will simply copy the text from here, and after that here again I will click on this nine dot and simply drag the heading to the left hand side, and in this title simply paste the text, and then go to the style and let's customizing it. So here the text color first. So the text color which I have used over here is 28314A. And then let's go to the typography, and here family select Barlow. After that size, give it 56. Let me give it the size to 56. I think 56 is looking bigger, so let me reduce it to 48, and weight give 500, and line height select 56 pixel. So with this you can see that the heading text is created. After that we have to create this icon box, three icon box present over here. So now let's start creating icon box. So to add icon box, again we will select this nine dot, and here I will search for icon box, and here you can see that there are two options. So I am using here icon box by element kits. Simply drag this icon box by element kit to the left hand side, and then here header icon. So what you can do, you have to change the icon first. So let me search for inbox, and then here you can see that icon is used over here. So after that, here you can see that this is left aligned. So let me first copy the heading from here, and here in this title I will paste that heading, and then again I can copy the description from here, and then here under the title I can paste the description. Here you can see that everything is left aligned. So here what I can do here, I can switch off this global link, and then from setting I can make the content alignment to left alignment. And then here you can see that I can use badge. So we have other options for this icon also. So instead of using this icon box, you can simply use this normal icon box from here also. So let me show you how this one is working. So again I will search for inbox, and let me select that icon, and then here let me make the position to left hand. So here you can see that there is a difference. Here you can see that we have used this one. We have icon on the left hand side, and the text are on the right hand side. But here by using this icon box we are not getting that style. So what I can do, I can delete it from here, and I can uh, start customizing this one. So again what I will do here, again I will copy the title from here, and let me paste it in the title and description part, uh, and copy the description, and let me paste it in the description part. So all right, after that let's start customizing the style. So after going the style, here you can see that we have to select a primary color. So let me give a primary color. The primary color which we have used is FA742B, and then size you can select here 48 pixel, and then you can also increase the spacing from here also. So let me choose a spacing to it. So here let me give a spacing of 25. You can also increase your spacing, and here one more thing is that you can see that there is a background suppose if you will select this framed one, then the outer part will be a colored, and then that icon is colored. But here you can see that this tag is used, that's why I have selected this tag. So now again let's go to the style part, and here let's go to the content. So first of all let me make the alignment to the left, and then here let us first change the typography. So here again I will select this Barlow, and then for it text I can select 23, and then for the description part again I can change the font family to Barlow, and then here what I will give it 16, and weight let me give it 600, and line height 30 pixel. So similarly let us change the color of the heading first. So here you can see that let me give the heading color 263238 is color of the heading which we have used. And then here you can see that again let me paste that 26238, and here you can see that there is a grayish color, so you can select any one of this grayish color like this. After that there is you can see that there is a less spacing between the title and the description, but we have a more spacing, so we can reduce it from here, this spacing part. So here I will give it a spacing of 10. So with this you can see that we have successfully created our first icon box. So now what I will do, I can duplicate these icon boxes, and I can make it 3. So basically what I have to do, I have to simply copy this title from here, and paste the title, and then I can simply copy the description from here, and then I can paste it in the description part. Similarly for the third one also I can copy the title from here, and then paste it in the title part, and I can simply copy the description from here, and I can paste the description part. So after that what is left, we have to change the icons only. So to change the icon, here you can see that here it is a paintbrush, and here it is a bubble thing. So let us change the icon. So here again I will search for, let me search for paintbrush, this one, and click on insert. After that for this third one also we can search here for bubble, this one, and click on insert. And all right, so here you can see that this section is completely created. So now what I will do, again I can select on this column setting, and here vertical alignment I can make it middle. So with this you can see that this section is created. So what are the things left in this section is that we have to add a menu anchor. So let me click on this 9 dot and search for menu anchor here. So here you can see that I can use this menu anchor, and I will simply drag it at the top. After that, what I will do, I will go to this column intersection setting, and here I will go to this advanced, and then here I will give a 100 top and 100 bottom margin. So now let us see how it is looking like. So this one is okay. So now I will tell you why I have added this menu anchor in the later part. So basically this menu anchor will be act like this. Suppose here you can see that when I have clicked on this feature, then it is going to this feature section. When I will click on this testimonial, then it is taking me to the testimonial section. And when I will click on this FAQ, it is taking me to the FAQ section. So basically in this way menu anchor is working. So I will tell you how to get customized that one also. So basically after that with this you can see that this third section is also completed. So now let us start creating the fourth section. So in this fourth section you can see that we have same image which we have on the right hand side. Here we have an image on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have some text. So basically to create this one, what I can do, again I can click on this plus icon, and here I can take two column. So what I can do, I can simply copy this image from here and simply paste it here on the left hand side. After that here you can see that we have some text on the right hand side. So for this text you can see that this heading text are similar. So what I can do, I can simply copy the heading text from here and I can paste it here. So instead of to change the heading text, simply copy this heading from here and then paste the title from here. So here you can see that this heading is changed. So now what I can do is that here you can see that I have to uh, change make this text paragraph. So basically what, again I can select this click on this 9 dot, and here I can select this text editor, simply drag it under here. So let us start first customize the style. So now let I will go to the style, and here text color here which we have used in the demo website is that 8E939F. After that I will select on this typography, and here again I will search for this font family Barlow, and here I will select give the size to 16 pixel. Weight again I can select it 600, and line height I will give it 30 pixel. So now what I can do, I can simply copy the text from here, and instead of go to this content, and here simply paste the text. So basically here paste as plain text. So here you can see that we got that exact same text. So similarly for this one awesome page builder, I can duplicate this text from here and drag it under the paragraph, or I can take the paragraph to the up, and then here change the title to awesome page builder, and simply reduce the size. Here you can see that I can make the size to 24 pixel, and here I will make it 35. With this you can see that again we have the paragraph text. So for this paragraph text I can duplicate this one, and I can take this awesome page builder to the up. Now simply you can also copy the same paragraph from here and then paste it here. So now here you can see that exactly we have created the third section, only this button is left. So now let's start creating the button. So to create this button, what I can do is again I will click on this 9 dot, and here I will search for button. So here you can see that we can use this simple button here. After that, here this is the text. Simply type learn more, and then make the alignment to left. After that, we don't need to add any icon over here. Then go to the style, and then change the typography Barlow to the font family, and then font size to 15 pixel, and weight again I will give it 600 pixel, and line height I will give 30 pixel. So here you can see that there is no background present over here. So what I will do, I will delete the background from here, normal. So simply clear the background. So let me clear. You can also clear it like this. And then text color, the text color which we have used is that FS742B, the same text color. So here what you have to do, first unlink the padding over here. So here you can see that it is on the same alignment. Then here border type, select a solid border type, and then give a bottom 2 to the border, and make the border radius to 0. So here with this you can see that this learn more is also we have created successfully this one button. So let me make it to one, and then what I will do, here in this hover section, here in this hover animation, you can also make the animated. As you can see that when I am hovering over it, there is a animation. So with this one also I can make some animation. So now go to this column setting, and then make the alignment to middle, and then go to the advanced, unlink this, and then give a left 10 percentage. I think with this one is created. So here you can basically see that there is a gap between the text and the image. That's why I have given here left alignment percentage. And now what is left is that go to the section setting, and then here you have to add a top padding of 100 and a bottom padding of 100. And then here you can see that there is a background color is also changed in this section. So to add the background change, simply click on the style, and then background type, select classic, and here you can change the color. So the color of the background is F7 F7 F7. After that, go to the layout and make it stretch section, and that's all. With this you can see that this section is also created. So after that, we have to create the fifth section of this website. So basically, let's start creating the fifth website. Now we are going to create the fifth section of the landing page. So here basically you can see that on the fifth section we have three icon boxes over here, and here at the first top we have a text, and then we have a small paragraph text, and then we have three icon boxes. So let's start creating this. So first of all, here you can see that for this again I have to click on this plus icon to add a section over here. And then here let me copy the text here, and you can see that this heading text is similar to the other heading text. So what I can do here, I can simply copy this text from here and then paste it in our section. So after that, here in this title section I will change the text, and then I will make the alignment to center align. And then after that, for the this description text, for this one also again I can copy the same text from here and paste it here, and then here I can paste the text, and I will go to the style, and here I will make the alignment to center. So now here with this you can see that how easily we have created this these two text over here. So now we have to create these icon boxes. So to create these icon boxes we need three columns. So basically again I will click on these nine dots over here, and then here I will search for here you can see that this intersection, I can simply drag this intersection to this, and here I will make the column to three column. Let me add one more column. So basically now here you can see that we have three columns over here. So now let us create icon boxes. So to create the icon box, again here I will click on this 9 dots, and then here I will search for icon box, and again I will drag this icon box by element kits. Simply drag this icon box by element kits, and then let's start customizing it. So to customize it, here you can see that first let me copy the heading text from here, and here in this title part I will paste the heading text, and then again I will copy the description part, and here in this description part I will paste the description. So now here you can see that I have to change the icon. So first, basically to change the icon, here I will search for copy, and here you can see that this is the icon which we have used. So now basically we have already added the text and everything. So now let us customize it. So basically here you can see that we have a learn more button over here. To get this learn more button, here you can see that there is a read more but option. So here you can enable this button, and after that here you can give a level. This is learn more already given there. So now let us customize it. Suppose if you want to add an icon to it, then also you can add, but I am not going to add any icon over here. So now I will go to the style option, and then let's start customizing the button and text everything. So basically here first of all we will customize this icon box container. So here you can see that we have a padding of 50/40 already. So I will unlink this padding, and here I will make a padding of 25 top and 10 right, and then similarly for bottom also 25, and for the left I will again give a 10 pixel padding. And then here you can see that in this hover section, whenever we are hovering over this icon box, there is a hover animation. So to create this animation, here you can see that in this hover section we have an option called hover animation. Here we can select this shrink option, so that whenever we will hover over it, this box will be show this effect. Now we have to enable this box shadow. Why we have enabled this box shadow? Because here you can see that there is shadow effect. So here you can see that there is a box effect. That's why we have enabled this box effect. After that here you can see that we can change this horizontal position and everything. So let me reduce the color dark shadow over here little bit, and now here you can see that it's looking perfect. So now let us start customizing it. So now here you can see that we have to move to the content part, and we have to change this content. So basically first of all here you can see that the text color. So first let's change the title color. So here you can see that the title color which I have used is 28314A. And similarly for the color hover I have to change the make the same color. So here what I have done, I have copied it and pasted it again. And after that let us change the typography of it. Now here font family I will select Montserrat, and then size I will give 24 pixel, and line height I will give 30 pixel. And similarly for the description part, again I have to change the color. So the color which I have used over here is 8E939F. So for it again I can copy it, and then I will paste it in this hover part also, because here you can see that when we are hovering over it there is no change in color of the title or the description. So here you can see that I have changed the color for the hover also. After that I have to change the typography. Here font family again I will select Montserrat, and then size here I will give 15 pixel, and the weight again I will give it 600, and then line height I will give 30 pixel, or you can reduce the weight to 500. I think 500 is looking good. So basically here you can see that we have customized the uh, title part and the description part, but here you can see that there is a gap between the icon and the title. So basically to create that gap, here you can add a margin to the title of 10 pixels suppose, or you can also add a padding. Suppose if you want to add more padding or margin, then also you can add. So now after this part, let us customize the icon. So basically here you can see that on the background we have a different color. So first of all, let me select the icon busy color. So here in the icon busy color, I will select FA742B, which one I have used. After that icon color, I will make the icon color to white, and then here border radius, let me give a border radius 50 to all. And then now what I will do here, you can see that this I have to increase its padding. So basically here in this padding part, I will give the padding of 20 pixel, and then I have to reduce the size of this icon. So let me reduce the size of the icon to 35 pixel, or you can reduce it more. It is completely depends upon you how you want it. So basically here I can let me make it 20 pixel, and from here also I can increase its border radius and everything. So here basically let me make it border radius to 50 pixel. So basically, here you can see that now we have to customize this button to get everything right. So basically here you can see that there is a gap between this title part and the description part, but here we don't have any gap. So to create that gap, again we can go to this content, and here you can see this margin option. Simply unlink it, and here you can give a top margin of 10, and also give a bottom margin of 10. So now let us customize the button. So basically to customize the button, here I will go to this button setting, and after that what I will do, I will unlink the padding, and then here you can see that let me the text color. So let me give the text color here. The it is the same text color which we have the background color of the icon. So basically let me give the same color FA742B, and then here background color I will select no, because we don't want to give any background. So after that here you can see that there is a border between this text. So basically to add that border, here you can select this border type, make it solid, and then just at the bottom give a border width of 2, and then unlink this border radius. So basically now let us give a typography to this button. So basically here I will select the typography. Font family I will give it Montserrat, and then here size I will give it 15, and weight I will select 600 pixel. So I think with this here you can see that we have completely ready with our icon box. Basically here you can see that this is how our icon box is looking like. So basically now what I will do, I will copy it and paste it on other two column. So now here you can see that we have completely created this icon box section, and then what we have to do is that I have to only change this title to and paste it over here, and similarly I will do for the other one also. Let me copy this title from here, and then here in this title section I will paste it. And then one last part is left, that is I have to change these icons. So basically here you can see that there is a globe icon. So here I can search for globe, and then here I can choose any one of this one is used there. So basically for this one also I can select text, and then here I can select this anyone. So basically here you can see that we have almost completed this section. So one more part is left over here, is that here you can see that there is a bottom border there. So basically we have to add this border to this one. So let us now make that border. So basically here you can see that I will select this, click on this six dot, and then I will go to the advanced section, and here I will add a 100 top margin and 100 bottom margin. So basically here in this margin section I will give it 100. And then what I will do, here you can see that I will go to the style option, and here you can see this border. Basically I will select the border type to solid. After that, only at the width I will give a border of 2. So here you can see that when I have given this border, it is only applying at the bottom part. So here what I can do, I will go to this advanced and I can make the margin to 0, and here I can add a top padding of 100 and similarly a bottom padding of 100, so that here you can see that border is increased. And then here in this layout section I will make the section stretch section. After that, here you can see that here you can see that there is a border. So basically here it is not visible because it is the last section, that's why it is not visible. Whenever we will create the other section, then this border will be visible. So now let me click on update, and then let's move to the next section. So basically the next section is our testimonial section. So here you can see that in this menu part, after features, we have a testimonial section. So this is the testimonial section which we have to create. So basically to create this testimonial section, let us start creating this. Again, I will click on plus icon over here, and then I will create a section. And then here you can see that there is two columns over here. Basically on the left hand side we have some text, and on the right hand side we have this testimonial part. So again what I will do, here I will click on this 9 dot, and here again I will search for menu anchor, and here I can drag this menu anchor. After that, what I will do, again I will click on this 9 dot, and here I will drag one another inner section. So now this inner section we are going to customize it. So basically here you can see that we have two columns over here. So on the, let me first copy this text from the left hand side, and here what I will do, here again I can copy this text from here, this section, and I can paste it here on the left column. So now in this title part, let me paste the text, and here you can see that we have a three line text. That's why here it is coming in three line. So basically we have to make the alignment to left align, and here I will use this br tag to separate the line. So here again I will use this br tag one more time, and now here you can see that we have created that exactly same. So similarly again here I will copy the same text from here. After that, what I will do, here I can duplicate this one, or you can either copy it, and here in this part again I will paste the text. After that, I will simply drag it under our heading in this way, and then I will go to the style, and here I will make the alignment to left align. So here you can see that this first column is taking very few space, and on the right second column is taking very large space. So basically what we can do is that we can select this column, edit column, and here column with percentage, here we can give it 40%, or we can reduce it more, but let us first try with this 40%. So after that, here you can see that the text, there is a difference in text. So for this one, what we can do, I will go to the advanced part, and here I can give a left margin, or sorry, I can give a right margin to it. Suppose let me give a right margin of 50, or I can increase the margin to 100 also. So it's completely, these margins and all is completely depends upon you. So suppose let me give a margin of 150. I think 150 is looking good. So after that, we have a button over here, see more reviews. So basically again I will click on this 9 dot, and here I will search for button, and then I can simply drag this button under the text. So for this, here you can see that the text is see more reviews. So let me edit the text here, see more reviews. After that, what I will do, it's complete. If you want to change the alignment, then also you can make, or if you want to add any icon, then also you can add. but I am not going to add this icon and all. So let us go to the style and customize the button. So basically, first of all, let us change the typography. Font family, I will select Montserrat, and then size I will give 15 pixel. Weight I will give it 600, and then line height, let us not don't give any line height. After that, background color, simply remove the background color, and then let us change the text color FA742P. And then here you can see that padding, I will completely make the padding to 0. And then border type, select solid, and then we unlink the width, and give bottom width of 2. After that, you can unlink the border radius to 0. So here you can see that this is the button which we have got, exactly the same button which we want. So after that, what you can do is that we have to create this testimonial section. So basically here you can see that we have four number of testimonials. So let us start creating this testimonial part. So basically, to create this testimonial, again we have to select this 9 dots, and here I will search for testimonial. So basically, we are going to use this testimonial by Elements Kit. So simply what I will do, I will simply drag it on the right hand side. After that, here you can see that you will get different types of testimonial styles. So basically, there are different types of testimonial. You can see that. So we can use this testimonial. So now what I will do, here you can see that these are the text. So basically what I can do over here, I will go to this testimonial, and here I can suppose here let me randomly type something, name, client name over here. And then similarly what I can do, I will delete the rest other one. So let me first customize the first one only. So here client avatar logo, you can remove it, and here in this client avatar you can select a picture of client. After that, here you can see that in this designation part, you can give any designation. So suppose here I have written the designation CEO. After that, here I have to give this some text over here. So you can write any of this text from here. So let me copy any text. So now here you can see that I have pasted the review text here. So here you can see that here you have an option of enabling quote icon. From here you can enable this quote icon. Here you can see that we have in our demo website also a quote icon. After that, let's go to the style option, and here you can select this background type. So let me give a background color uh, here, E5 the background color which I have taken. And then here you can see that in this box shadow option, let me reduce some color in this box shadow. After that, here you can see that we have almost similar uh, testimonial part over here which we have in our demo website. So now what is left is that here you can see that in description part, here you can change the typography. Suppose font family, let me give a font family to Montserrat, and then size here I can give it 15 pixel, and line height I will give it 30 pixel. So now what left is that we have to add bottom and top padding, and that's all. Then this section will be completely ready. So basically to add, then here I will go to this inner section, and then I will go to advanced. After that I will unlink this padding, and here I will add top 100 padding and bottom 100 padding, and then this section is completely ready. So now let us go to the next section. So here you can see that this is the next section. So for this section, again what we have to do, here you can see that we have a same which we have here, which we have created this MailChimp email button. We have similar the same. So for this, again I will go to the first section, and here I will copy this email option, and here let me add a section first. So basically I will click on this plus icon to add a section here, and then I will paste it. So here you can see that I have pasted that one, and then here you can see that first we have a text title over here. So basically for this title we can copy this one from here. Let me copy it and paste it in our section, and then here what I will do, I will in this title section I will paste the text, and here alignment I will make it center align. And then here you can see that at the bottom we have a small text over here. So this small text is similar to this paragraph text over here. So what I can do, I can copy this paragraph text, and then here I will paste it in our section, and then let me paste that text here, and then I will go to the style, and here I will make the alignment to center. So you can see that by doing copy paste, it is very much helpful for us to create our website very fast. So basically now here we can see that we have to add a background image. So to add a background image, simply click on this six dot over here, and then go to the section, and here make this section stretch section. After that go to the style, and here you have to select a background image. So let me select this image. This is the background image which is used over here. After that go to the advanced, and here add 100 top padding, and similarly add 100 bottom padding, or you can add 150 pixel top padding, and then 150 pixel bottom padding. And then now what you can do here, go to the style option of the text and change the text color to white. Similarly I will do this one for this one also. And then here you can see that for this simply go to the advanced, and here in this margin option you can give a suppose click on this percentage, and here give right 20% right, and similarly give 20% from left. And that's all for this section. So now here you can see that, let me click on update, and let me show you the website. So here you can see that this section is completely ready. So here what is left in this section, here you can see that we have to make that image fixed. So basically let's make the image fixed. So here position I will make it center, attachment I will make it fixed, and repeat I will select no repeat, and size you can uh, give it anyone, cover or anything. So here cover is good. So now with this, here you can see that this section is also completely ready. After that here you can see that we have to create this section. So basically for this section again we have to add a section over here, and then I will search for image accordion. So image this one, image accordion by Elementor add-on, simply drag it here. So either you can use this image accordion. So let me show you one by one which one you can use. So simply click on here, you can let me choose the images first. So here let me select a first image. After that here you can see that we don't have to add any description. So here it is, name is image accordion. So for let me show you a name, no need for plugin updates. So let me quickly type in this title part, no need for plugin updates. Then similarly what I will do, I will go to this second image accordion, and let me select image again. And then for this one I will give a title, better security. And let me remove the paragraph text. And then similarly let me create another accordion, and here I will add that image, this one. And here in this image I will manage in a single place. So let me quickly type the title, manage in a single place. So let me click on update. So here basically let me go to the section setting, and here I will go to the advanced, and here I will add top padding 100, and similarly bottom padding also 100. After that I will go to the layout, and here I will make it stretch section. And then here you can see that this is the section which we want. And basically here you can see that the background overlay is I can make it white in color. So here you can see that, suppose if you want to change the background overlay, then also you can, sorry, for this image according, you can go to the style part, and here suppose if you want to change the background color, then also you can change it. So let me go to here, you can also vertical alignment, anything also you can change it here. So suppose if you want to change the background color, so here you can see that it is changing for the one only. And here you can change this overlay color. Suppose if you don't want to keep this overlay, then here in this way you can delete this overlay, and here you can see that this section is completely ready. So after that we have to create, this is the last section, and here in this last section you can also tell that this is the FAQ section. So let's start creating this FAQ section. So now let me tell you how we can create this FAQ section. So now basically to create this last section, here you can see that we have to take two columns. So again I will click on this plus icon, and here I will take two columns. So basically here first of all here I will not take two column. First of all I will take one column only, and then I will add a menu anchor first. Here you can see that I have dragged that menu anchor. Then again I will click on this 9 dot, and here I will search for inner section, this one, and simply drag this inner section under the menu anchor. And here you can see that we have a two columns. So on the left hand side here you can see that we have a text with frequently asked questions. So what for it, what I can do, I can simply copy this text from this section, and I can paste it in our column. After that, in this title part, I can change it to frequently asked questions. After that we have to add this accordion over here. So basically to add this accordion, what I will do, click on this 9 dots, and here search for accordion. So here we are going to use this accordion by element kits. So here you can see that I have dragged that accordion. After that, here you can see that we have a questions, and this is our answers. So basically for the questions, suppose here I have let me use this text only. So first of all, here you can see that whenever the part is active, then there is a orange background color, and then when there is no background color, only there is a width, top and bottom width only. So let's start customizing it. So first of all, what I will do, I will leave it remain as it is, because I am not going to change this text over here. Content, I will remain the demo content. Then I will go to the style, and here you can see that in this open part, first of all change let me change the typography. So here font family, again I will select this Montserrat. Then here I can select it 16 pixel. After that height I can give it 30 pixel. And then here when there is open or closed, both the text color are same. So let me give the text color FA742B. And similarly I will give the same text color to the closed part also. So here you can see that the color is changed. After that what I will do, I will let me remove the background color, because I don't want any background color. So here you can see that I have deleted that background color for open, and for close there is no background color. After that let me remove those padding over here, because we don't want to add any padding. And then here what I can do is that Suppose if you want to add, if I want to give some padding, then also I can give it. So let me make the padding to default, because this default padding will be look good. And then here in this, when you can see that when it is open, there is a border completely on the fourth side of the title. So basically here in this border type I will make it solid in open part, and here I will give one border completely, and here I will paste the same color. So here you can see that when that accordion is open, then there is completely four-sided border is coming. So now when it is closed, you can see that there is a top and bottom only width. So again I will go to the closed part, and here border type I will select solid and unlink the width and give top width and bottom width 1 1, and here I will give a color E5 E5 E5. So now you can see that we have similarly the same like this. So here I can increase it to 2 2, so that it will look more wider. So now here you can see that we have the similarly same like this. So now let us customize this text description part. So basically I can I can copy this one to make it more. So similarly here you can see that, let me click on update. After that I will go to the style part, and here you can see that in this description, let me change the color first. So here color I will give 8E939F, and then I will go to this typography, and here I will give the text to Montserrat, and here I will size I will give it 15 pixel, and weight let it be 400 pixel. So this is the text. So basically here we can change the padding for the description part. So for this description part I can make the top padding 10 and bottom padding 10, and right and left padding I will make it 20. Let me make top and bottom 10, and for right I can make it 20 pixel, and similarly for the left. Or suppose I can, if I want, I can increase it to 20 25 25, or I can make it 30 30 right left. So with this here you can see that this frequently asked question column part is completely ready. So now what we have to do is that we have to add this name, email, subject and message option in this contact form. So basically on the right hand side, click on this 9 dot, and here search for contact form, and here you can simply drag this contact form 7 by element kits, and here you can see that style, let me select contact form 1. So this is the demo contact form which is already present over there. So what I can do is that here you can see that, um, let me show you how you can customize this. These are basically the labels: name, email, subject, message, optional. These are labels. Similarly here in this demo part also, your name, your email, these are the labels. So go to the style, and here you can simply change this label typography. Simply select this font family to Montserrat, and give a size of 16, or let me give 13 pixel, and then you can give it 700 weight, and then you can change the color from here also. Let me give E5 E5 E5, or let me change the, so here I can give the color B2 B773, and then here you can see that for this input option I can change this padding and all. So let me customize the button first. So here button alignment I will make it, sorry, for this button alignment, whenever I am changing this button it is going to the center. So let me first change this button color and everything. So basically here background type, here you can see that we have this orange color at the background. So here I will select that background color FA742B, add the background color, and then what I will do, here you can see that if you want to give any border radius, then also you can give. So let me give a border radius of 50 to it, and then padding I can unlink it, and here I can give 10 at, let me give 15, 15 at the top and 15 at the bottom, and 30 right, and similarly 30 at the left. And then I will change the typography. Let me make it font family Montserrat, and here I can increase it to 13 pixel size. And similarly, in this way, here you can see that we have a text ask us. So what I can do is that I can simply copy this text from here and paste it here, and let me drag it at the top, and here title section I can give it a name of ask us. And then here what I will do, I will go to this column setting, and here in this advanced I will add a padding of let me add padding of 20 or 25 pixel. And then I will go to the style, and here in this border part I can enable this box shadow. Let me reduce it some. And then what I will do, here I will go to this intersection part, and here column gap I will make it wider. So with this, here you can see that we have completely created this section. So now few more thing is left, is that let me go to this advanced part of this intersection, and here what I will do, I will add a 100 top and 100 bottom margin. So that's all. So here you can see that I have completely make it. So now again I will go to this column setting, and here what I will do, I will make the vertical alignment to middle, and let me click on update. And so with this, here you can see that I have completed this website. So now here you can see that this part is completed. So now few more thing is left, is that we have to created this. Let me go to the top first. So here you can see that we have to created this transparent header, and then this, here you can see that whenever we are clicking on this FAQ or testimonial or features, it is taking us to that slide. So let me tell you how we can do that. So basically here you can see that we have added this anchor in this feature section. So let me give this menu anchor. Here I will give it a name of feature. And then here you can see that in this testimonial part also we have given this menu anchor. So again I will give its name testimonial. And similarly for this FAQ also I will give a menu anchor ID FAQ. So basically this menu anchor will help us to navigate to this page. So now let me quickly show you how we can do this. So basically to get this, first of all we have to create a header like this. So let's start creating this header. So click on this six dots again, and click here exit to dashboard. After going to the dashboard, again click on this WordPress logo, and then let me open this website on a new page. So basically here you can see that whenever I am opening this, it is not displaying in our home page. So first let us make our page front page. So basically to make this page front page, we have to hover over this setting and click on reading. After that, here you can see that your home page displays, select this a static page, and here in this home page select our home page, and then click on save pages. After that, now whenever I will reload this page, here you can see that our page is getting loaded. So now the last part is left, is that we have to create the header. So basically to create the header, just hover over this elements kit, and here you will find this header footer option. So here you can click on this add new to create a header. Suppose give the title header, as we are going to create a header. After that, type it will be header, and then condition it will be entire site, and activation just make it on, and then click on save changes. Now let me open my website on a new tab, and let's see is my header is activated. So now here you can see that yes, the header is activated. So after that, what I will do, I will click on edit here, and then here you can see that here I have an option of edit content. Simply click on that edit content. So basically here you can see that we have a features, testimonial and FAQ. So before creating this header option, let us go back to the dashboard and just then hover over this appearance and go to the menu. So first we have to create menus here. So let's start creating menus. So now here in menus, here you can see that this is the custom link. Simply first we have to create a menu. So here menu name, type main menu, and then here click on create menu. So now here you can see that we have created main menu. After that, now go to this custom links, and here in URL type has, and as you know, for features we have given the ID features, and link test, give a name of features, and then click on add menu. Similarly, let me open my home page here, and here I will click on edit with Elementor. So let us see what we have anchor ID given. So basically, here for features you can see that we have given ID of feature. So here what I will do, here in this URL I will write feature. Similarly, here you can see that for testimonials, the menu anchor ID I have given testimonial. So what I will do, here in URL I will give a hash mark and then type the menu anchor ID, and here in the link text I will type testimonials, and then click on add menu. Similarly, for the FAQs, I will go to the FAQ menu anchor ID, and here you can see that it is FAQ. I will simply copy it, and here in URL I will give a hash mark and then type the anchor ID, and then in link I will write FAQs, and then click on add menu. So as you here you can see that feature, testimonial and FAQs we have created. Then click on save menu. Now hover over this element kits and then go to the header footer. After that, click on edit with Elementor. Now start creating menu. So first of all, for creating this header, let us take a section, and then here I will click on this 9 dots again, and here I will search for menu. So here you can see that here you can see this navigation menu by element kit. Simply drag it here. After that, let us start customizing it. So first of all, what I will do, I will make it a stretch section, and then I will go to the style option, and here you can see that uh, first of all, in this menu, let us select a menu. Here I have selected main menu. After that, horizontal menu position, here you can give it center. So now you can see that the text are in center. Now let us click on update, and let's see how it is looking in our main website. So here you can see that it is loaded. So now here you can see that it is background color is white. So let us go to the style section of it, and then here what I will do, background type I will make it transparent, and then click on update. After that, let me reload the page, and let's see. So here you can see that there is no effect at all. So what I will do, so now here you can see that you can adjust this menu height. So here I will make it 60 pixel. After that, what I will do, I will unlink these margins and paddings over here, and then here you can see that whenever I am going to this advanced tab, here you can see that this sticky header effect. So here you can see that whenever we are scrolling, there is no sticky header effect is working. So here what I will do, I will enable the sticky header effect, and after that here you can see that background color I can make it on, and here let me give a background color of black, and then click on update. So here as you can see that as I have reloaded this page, after I will scroll, here you can find the sticky header. So let us customize it more, then we will get exact what we want. So here I can reduce it more. Let me reduce it to 50 pixel the height. After that, what I will do, I will go to this menu item style, and here you can change the typography. So let me make it Montserrat, and I will leave all this. And then here you can increase, suppose if you want to increase the spacing, then also you can increase. I think 3030 will be good one, and then click on update. So now what I will do, let me refresh in our main page. So now here you can see that. So after that I will click on edit with Elementor here, and then now what I will do here is that I will go to the section setting of our first section, and then now here I will go to this advanced, and here I will add a padding of 100, or I will add a padding of 150 at the top. And then what I will do, I will give a minus margin of at least, let me give a minus margin of 100. Let me give a minus 100 pixel top margin, and then I will click on update. So now here as you can see that these features and everything is appearing, but they are not visible. So what I will do, now I will make the item text color to white, and then click on update. So after that, let us view the page how it is look like. So now here you can see that we have all these sections, and when we are scrolling over it, we are getting the sticky header. So now let us click on features. So here you can see that it is taking us to the features section. After that, whenever I am clicking on testimonial, and then for the FAQ, it's taking us to the FAQ section. So that's all. As you can see that we have successfully designed this landing page. If you have any queries regarding it, or if you want me to create any of this website of your choice, then you can freely leave a comment below, or you can reach us. I will definitely love to help you. Thank you, and please subscribe our channel.